Virgos, welcome to your special Astrological New Year reading. Thank you so much for joining me on the Soul Songs Tarot 1111 channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I do hope that you find something here that you can resonate with. I do have other Virgo readings on the channel you might want to check out that are timeless, so definitely take a look. And I will be posting more Virgo readings as the year develops. So in regards to pick a card readings, love readings, reading specifically about the astrological energies, so definitely stay tuned, Virgos. So Virgos, I've already pre-shuffled all the decks that I'll be using in your reading, and this reading today I will do a special general energy here pull for you, as well as one for love, in case Virgos out there you are wondering what 2025 is going to bring in for love. So let's get to it. All right, Virgo, we're going to start with this particular deck. So, message for Virgo for 2025, please. What message do we have for Virgo for 2025? All right, Virgos, let's see what we have for you. And we have pay attention, the nettle. All right, Virgos, so this particular message I do feel came out in another reading, but with another deck. And I'm trying to think of which particular sign it was. I do believe it was possibly in Aries' reading. Yes, it was in the Aries reading, but not in this particular series. It was in the other series prior to this. So you might want to take a look at that, because there was a message all about like a warning or things to pay attention about. So you might want to take a look at that, or you might be dealing with an Aries energy. So Virgo, the nettle, pay attention. So there are certain things that you're going to need to make sure that you keep an eye on, that you are aware of this year. Yeah, I keep getting red flags, possibly. I keep hearing warning signs. Virgo, I do feel that there may be certain things that are asking you to, just stop and think about a little bit. Is this really aligned with me? I'm not feeling it's like a warning sign, like some type of like really bad thing. That is not the energy I'm getting here for the Virgos who are watching. It's mostly about you, like I said, red flags, warning. Take a moment to really think about that. Is it for me? Is this really what I want? Is this person really what I want in my life moving forward? Is this person really aligned with the life that I want to create? Virgos, I feel many of you are definitely taking a look at everything in your life, itemizing things, seeing things for what they are versus what you hope that they'd be, is going to be a message that I feel many of you are going to see this year. Your eyes are going to be open to the truth of many things in your life that you thought was one way, but it's really something else. Now, it could be in a good way, where your eyes are open to how good something really is, and not necessarily all the things that you feared and doubted and questioned. I do feel like it could go either way, but we will delve into the tarot to get some more clarity for you on this energy. But that is what I'm getting from that card. Because a nettle is a particular bush that I feel has kind of some prickly parts to it. That's what I'm getting from that. Let me go ahead and go into the book for you. I'm being called to go into the book, Virgo, so we can see what this entails. A couple more messages for you. Okay, what do we have for the Virgos who are watching? Okay, so for the nettle, it says, if we do not know the names of the plants around us, if we do not acknowledge the individualistic curl of a leaf or creep of it, they all run together and look like a wall of greenery. That's when we humans start to generalize, lumping anything without a showy flower into the category of weed. Nettle will have none of this. Pay attention, she admonishes. We're all different, all unique. When you acknowledge Nettle's individuality and treat her with thoughtful respect, she'll let you close. But forget yourself and you won't forget her sting. There's that stinger that I remember from this card. Nettle reminds you to see individuality and treat the world around you accordingly. If Nettle is pricking you, pause and pay greater attention. So yes, everybody is different. recognizing the individuality of those around you and the energies around you. You're going to definitely see people for who they are, and you're going to be asked to, of course, respect those energies, but also make sure you set healthy boundaries. And if you are not in acknowledgement of it, it will make itself even more pronounced to you about the differences, but also how these differences can be beautiful things, Virgo. I'm getting that term is love enough. Can our differences really come together? So that is a love message for someone out there. You might be questioning whether love is enough in 2025, and can you truly bring two different energies together in the way that you hope for, in the way that you envision. And yes, it's all about respect and respecting the individuality and the uniqueness of two energies coming together to create something new, acknowledging the fact that it is not always going to be the same thing. You will not always have the same things, the same thought processes, the same way of doing things. You will not always bring the same thing to the table, but whatever it is that you're trying to create, will you be able to make it work? Bring the beauty of the two of you that is you and create something new or build something. Can you build with somebody not only in the personal space, but also in the career space? Can you bring a bunch of different minds together to create something? Virgo, if you are thinking that you want to start like a book club or some type of networking creative venture where you want to bring different minds together to do something where you discuss certain topics, where you do some type of philanthropic work, whatnot, can you bring minds together from different backgrounds? I'm hearing different creeds, different upbringing. Can you really bring them together and help them see the beauty of their individuality and what happens when you can bring all those things together? There is a Virgo out there who has a very big idea about something that you want to bring people together behind. Virgo. You're asking yourself, is it possible? Can people really come together like that? You might be saying, from what I've read and what I've studied and what I've come to know, I question it. Is it possible? Very beautiful message here. And the warning that I got was that it's the lack of acknowledgement that can come from not recognizing any of this. The warning I got was what can come from not being open to different perspectives. But also setting those healthy boundaries so that if and when you do come across those energies that are just not flexible or not willing to work together and willing to come together with you, is there a certain boundary that one must place between that and you and that energy? Or do you keep at it? Again, that is a decision that is something for you to pay attention about this coming year, Virgo. But I do feel it's this awakening, this awareness of it all. That despite the fact that, we're all humans, there are so many parts within us that make us human, that make us each unique. And that is what I feel is going to play a big role. Wow. Okay, Virgo, let's move on. That's a very spiritual message there, Virgo. I do feel many of you are really contemplating some very strong spiritual elements this year in 2025. What does it mean to be human? That's a question that just came in. Okay, so we have for love, we have card 17, which boils down to an 8. So you might resonate with 1717. You might be seeing that number. The number 17 or the number 8, which is all about communication. Double or triple eights. You might want to look up what those particular numbers mean. And it says, have patience. Love is patient and kind, always. So there is that energy of this awareness that we mentioned with this card, and the patience and taking time to get to know someone, to acknowledge and work with someone. The patience that love really takes in order to make something work, in order to bring a group of people together from different backgrounds. It's going to take some time, Virgo. Whatever it is that you're contemplating or whatever you are in, it is going to take some time to bring different minds together, different hearts, different backgrounds. This is a very specific message for a Virgo out there who's in a relationship that where you feel like it's just a lot of differences that you're going to be made aware of, and you're going to question whether or not you should continue forward with it, and you're going to question whether or not is it worth my time. If there really is love there, love is patient and kind always. It's that famous Corinthians passage. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, it's not boastful. There's a very long, beautiful passage about love. And I do feel that you acknowledging whether or not your love really is truly that kind of love, you're going to ask yourself, am I really in love with this person? Am I really in love with this idea? Do I have the patience to make this work in a beautiful way? To come to the waters of healing and emotion and stay there no matter what happens. To keep watering this. Is it worth it? Am I really in love with this idea, this person? That is a question you're going to ask yourself this coming year, Virgo. Do you have the patience to keep going with this connection, with this idea? You might actually acknowledge some very powerful things about yourself and how you see love, relationship, and community and connection. So let's see what else is coming out to clarify these messages for Virgo at this time. Wow. Very powerful messages here. All right, Virgo. So at the bottom of your deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It is going to be a very lucrative, fortuitous time for the Virgos who are watching. The wheel is turning in your favor this coming year. This is a very auspicious card, card 10. I do see the troubles ending and things really moving in your favor as you come to this beautiful soul awareness within that also will trigger an awareness from others without meaning around you. You're definitely going to be very powerful in terms of how you see things. It's going to inspire others, I feel. So I will say that the Ten of Pentacles, as the first card that came out, did come out in your spread. You might want to check out the Libra reading, because I believe Libra got this in as their first card in their spread, so you might have strong Libra in your chart or be dealing with a Libra energy. Abundance. As I said, the Wheel of Fortune, the fortuitous card, the one all about things turning in your favor, also includes abundance. There's going to be a very strong theme around family, community, and legacy this coming year for the Virgos who are watching. Building a family, building a strong community, a strong network is going to be at the forefront of your mind. The Virgos who are watching, you might be considering expanding your family. And you're asking yourself about, what will I need to do in order to expand my family? What do I need to set into motion? Who do I need to connect with? Is the person I'm connected to the right person who can really have that patience with all the things that I want to build? The children that I want to have, are they patient with children? Will they be patient with the fact that I want to work and I want to be a mom? Will they appreciate that I want to do XYZ and still do this? Will they be able to be in agreement with a lot of the different decisions I want to make in my life in regards to my future and how I see a future family and what that looks like. It includes work. Are people going to understand that this is the way that I want to manage things? Are they going to be open to me expanding within my workspace into other avenues? Will they be open to my ideas? Despite the fact that there are differences, meaning there are different people that I will need to be in contact with to get this off the ground, different minds, different people who have different ways of doing things. Will they respect the way that I want to do something and see the potential in it? And I do see that that may be a possibility here for you, Virgo, in terms of like it being a very beautiful offer or something that you want to offer someone with the Ace of Pentacles right next to the 10. That is a beautiful message all about an offer coming in or an offer that you're giving somebody about like, this is what I want to do. I do feel like this is going to be a very lucrative thing that you are thinking of doing because of the Wheel of Fortune. You see, you sense, you know intuitively that it is going to end beautifully if you do it this way. The results are going to end beautifully. The universe has your back with that Wheel of Fortune, with this particular opportunity, if you are the one presenting it to a group of people or to a person. You see the potential in this idea that you're contemplating, Virgo. Some of you might actually announce a pregnancy this year, Virgo. A growing of the family, and you're wondering, is the person I'm with going to be able to be patient with this and still be able to, you know, work and be able to provide as I'm wanting to do the work and provide as well? Like, will they be a partner in this with me? And I do see this questioning here that you're asking yourself with the Devil card and the Nine of Wands. The Devil being all about certain obsessive tendencies, certain worries, doubts, fears can get to one's mind is the Devil energy with the Nine of Wands. Look at you being very protective of the things that you want to build, the things that you want to cultivate. You will not allow very many people to sit under this tree of life with you, except the right energies, the right friends, the right partner. But there is this obsessive kind of maybe tendency that where you can get in your head a bit, Virgo, and start overthinking, what if this, what if that, what if this happens, you know? And I feel the energy that you might be dealing with in a partnership might have these tendencies. This is Capricorn energy. You might be dealing with somebody with very strong Capricorn in their chart, or you might have strong Capricorn in your chart as well, Virgo. But I do feel that in regards to, you know, the worries, doubts, and fears, they may actually come up pretty heavily in 2025 for you, where you're going to be like, I don't know if I can let my guard down. I don't know if this person really is going to have the patience to follow me through life, or whether this group of people is really going to help me bring this idea to life, or whether this work environment is for me. Will they be able to give me that Ace of Pentacles offer? Will they be able to help me grow my income, grow my stability, grow my sense of security? Will she be able to help me do all those as well in terms of a partner? Those are all questions that I feel you're going to be asking yourself this year. Card 15 in the traditional tarot, you might resonate with the number 1515. Then we get down here to the bottom, and we see the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. The Page of Swords is a messenger of information, and he's about ready to send you some very big information, or you are going to find something out that is very eye-opening, that might cause a little bit of disruption with the Five of Wands here for you. This disruption is going to come because of this information that either that you find out or that somebody sends to you, whether it's a text message, an email, but is information that I feel you might have intuitively sensed all along. connected to this Capricorn energy here. But I will say this. Whatever it is that is a bit disrupting in terms of like, whoa, like where'd that come from? I do see you working alongside a group of people to make sure that the disruption isn't so chaotic, where I feel you're coming together to work together with a group of people to fix something. To fix something that might have caused some worry and some doubts within you. Whether it's a group of friends that you're talking to that will help you get over these worries, doubts, and fears, or whether it's something at work that becomes this type of energy where it causes a bit of worry and fears within you, and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how this will affect me now that I know this information. But I do feel you have a good like network group where you guys are going to work together to get through whatever information it is that comes through. I don't feel like it's going to be very jarring, only because you have the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom of your deck, which is the grounding. This is the energy that grounds your reading, the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about things turning in your favor. And then, of course, with the ace right above the page, like I said, I don't see it being a very disruptive thing where it takes you off your game or really causes like a tower moment in your life. I do see it just being a little disruptive. But with the ace right here above the page, this news that comes in, even if it is a little bit, it kind of teeter-totters a little bit for you, is going to end up with the Ace of Pentacles energy, meaning something lucrative in the end. Whether you see that there are people who really are there to support you and work with you and build something with you, whether you see somebody for who they truly are, and it's better that you see them who they truly are now versus waiting years from now to see their true colors, whether it is you see this relationship can stand the test of time, can withstand certain, fears, doubts, worries, disruptions, and you see this person really is that Ace of Pentacles that is there, that it will offer you what you can offer them, that beautiful reciprocal relationship that you can build on. This is going to be, I'm hearing the decision time for you. It is going to be the catalyst for you seeing things for how they truly are, good or bad. But again, even if it's a little bit bad, it's still going to end really well for you, Virgo. So there's nothing you need to fear. Like I said, it's going to be a little disruptive, but whatever it is going to lead you seeing like, yes, the universe did have my back with that 10, the Wheel of Fortune being the 10 card in the major arcana, leading to that ace. Don't get too much into your head about it. That is the message I'm getting from this. So again, we have I'm getting very strong fixed sign energy. So that would be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. So you might be dealing with those particular signs. You might want to take a look at those readings with those signs to see if any other messages are there for you, or be dealing with those particular signs in the new year, as well as strong Capricorn energy with the Devil card. And I'm getting Aquarius energy with the Page of Swords. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming out for the Virgos out there. So not necessarily a warning, just, notice points for you for this year, Virgo. They're just giving you a few notice points of things that may occur that might shake things up a bit. But with the Wheel of Fortune there and the Ace and the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to come out all right. Don't get too much into your head when these things happen. All right, and we have the Musician. Inspiration and gratitude. So yes, what a beautiful card to solidify the fact that yes, you have nothing to worry about here, Virgo. With the Musician card coming out, beautiful message about you continuing to remain inspired by your life, inspired by what you're trying to build, cultivate, grow, inspired by the people that you want to meet, the type of energies you want to surround yourself with, and being in gratitude of all the things that you have in your life, and being proud of yourself, of how far you've come, what you've been through to get here. in gratitude of your strength and the people who have really stood by you no matter what. So let's go ahead and read the message from that card for you. I love that you have such a beautiful positive card there. Okay, so let's read what the musician has for you today, Virgo. And it says, a ship sits in the dock, ready and waiting to sail on the next tide. But while the sea demands patience, music drifts from the deck, and with it a voice, one that sings in celebration of the bounty that has brought them to the citadel and the promise of the next adventure ahead of them. Whatever the musician has, they have worked hard for it, and their gratitude and appreciation of their fortune spurs them on to an even greater future. Virgo, I just got a message. Some of you might be musicians or want to learn to play an instrument at this time. Some of you are really cultivating your talents as a musician this year, really wanting to write songs, maybe even publish some songs, get some songs out there. Singing is another thing that I'm getting from this card. Some of you might actually practice singing and want to make it more of a professional type of an endeavor, or you might be joining a choir or be taking solo roles where you have solos this coming year, and they are really going to just, I'm hearing it's really going to shed the light on you and just how talented and amazing that you are. So Virgos, that's a message for those of you out there who are doing any of those two things. And the musician is the dawn that follows the night, the hopeful optimism after a period of struggle. After facing your problems, you're now in alignment with your true self, or will be soon, and it's time to appreciate yourself for the struggles that you've come through. Given your achievements, you're also in a unique position to provide inspiration to others who are still facing their own personal darkness. This card completely just is like a all around, like it just comes back around into such a beautiful summary of what we've discussed today in this beautiful spread of yours, Virgo. I love when the card just does that at the very end. It said it so beautifully. So continue singing your song, playing those instruments, inspiring others with your way and what you've done. And as I said, in gratitude of how far you've come, because you will be a very inspirational force this year for many. And let's get one card of advice for you for this year, Virgo. Okay. And we have full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. So yes, there is that Devil Knight of Wands energy that is in your spread, and it's telling you, let your fears dissolve. Yes, absolutely, Virgo. Look at that beautiful full moon in Cancer, which is all about releasing all those pent-up emotions, all those heavy emotions, Virgo. Pay attention. Cultivate healthy boundaries. See people for who they are and do not let that get to your head. Just let it give you direction. That is the message for you today. Do not get into your head, but let the emotions give you a direction. And let the fears dissolve, because you have the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles here. A beautiful musician energy there. You are going to be an inspiration to many this year, and you're going to cultivate such abundance. Look at this illuminating energy of the moon. Eye-opening, awe-inspiring for yourself within and to others. You might have a strong Cancer placement in your birth chart. You might want to look into the Cancer reading once it's posted. But I do see very powerful energy coming in for you this year. Transformative energy, healing energy, and you in turn will heal others with that beautiful energy, Virgo. So thank you, Virgo. What a beautiful reading today. I'm so glad I could do this for you. And please stay tuned for other Virgo readings. And definitely check out any of the other readings on the channel. And I will be back again, hopefully soon, with your next reading, Virgo. You take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.